Hey guys, what's up? It's Patrick here, and today bringing you guys the next episode of my Let's Play Clash of Clans series. And I can finally say this is going to be the last episode that my base looks so ugly. It looks pretty hideous. I've been trying to focus on upgrading the walls, but at the end of this episode, I'm going to try to work on as many of those as I can. And finally in the next episode, we're going to be redesigning my base, so no need to ask any longer. I'm going to be doing that soon, and hopefully I'll be able to cover a bunch of different designs at Town Hall 7, since it is going to take a little bit longer to max out than the previous levels, especially like Town Hall 5 and Town Hall 6. Those go by pretty quick. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start off by upgrading the archers. We sort of were torn in the last episode between the goblins and the archers, and I decided on the goblins, which you guys will see a little bit later why I did that. And right now, taking a look at what I want to upgrade, I have 5 builders, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with these 2 cannons right here. They're only 200,000 gold. I can save up a little bit more to upgrade some other stuff. Really, I guess I would be eyeing the mortar or the air defense, and then after that with my elixir, I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade my army camps because those seem like the most logical thing to upgrade. Even though it only gives me 5 additional spots, like I've told you guys before, it's way more valuable than anything else. And speaking about valuable, this first base here has 955,000 resources, which is ridiculous. I mean, just doesn't make any sense in Town Hall 7 that I would be seeing this type of loot, but I'm going to take it. I'm not going to ask any questions. Let's go ahead and attack, and if we can't steal all of this, I am going to cry. So I'm going to go in. I'm dropping my giants and my archers. It's a little bit different on this account than my Town Hall 9 account. Usually on Town Hall 9, since I have my level 6 giants and my archers are really high leveled, I can usually just bulldoze through the first couple of defenses, but I've noticed on this account at Town Hall 7, it's a little bit different. I do have to be careful with my giants, and since I only brought 3 in this raid, they do tend to get shot down pretty quickly, so I'm thinking now that I do have a lot of army camp spots, I have 195 right now, I'm actually going to switch my army camps, or my army composition around a little bit, and I'm going to be able to bring some more giants, and hopefully I'll be able to bring more wall breakers as well, because I've been doing some raids. I've noticed that the wall breakers, I can break through only maybe 1 or 2 walls, and yeah, since they're only level 3, they do take 2 to break through a level 5 wall. It takes 3 wall breakers for me to break through a level 6 wall, and I'm only seeing like level 6s right now. I'm seeing a couple of level 5s, but I'm not seeing any level 4s or anything that I could destroy with only 1 wall breaker, so it definitely makes sense that I upgrade those guys probably next. Yeah, because I've already done the Barbarians, Archers, and Goblins. I could upgrade the Giants, but I feel like it might be a little bit more valuable to upgrade my Wall Breakers. That's what I'm leaning towards right now, and unless something happens with the Giants where I feel like they're really too weak, and I think they do an okay job right now. But yeah, we stole all of the resources from that raid. That's 955,000 resources and 20 trophies. I think that's my biggest raid ever below Town Hall 8. So definitely setting a record today. Had to take a screenshot. I tried to post it on Twitter, but for some reason my Twitter app was all messed up. But yeah, 955,000 resources as a brand new Town Hall 7. And I guess that brings up a bigger issue, which I don't know why I would complain about getting 955,000 resources. But as I do this next raid, which has almost 500,000, which seems completely pitiful compared to the last raid, but it's just so weird with this game that at Town Hall 7, where my upgrades cost 200,000 gold or 200,000 elixir to get those beginning things done, and then they move up to 400,000 to 800,000, cap off somewhere around 1 million, really, maybe 1.5 million, and I'm getting 900,000 resources at Town Hall 7, and at Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 9, it's like impossible to find anything remotely close to that. That base I just attacked was a Town Hall 7 base, and if I attacked that on my Town Hall 9 account, I think I would have gotten somewhere maybe around like 400,000 resources. Like, I think that's max. I gotta check the calculations again. I'm pretty sure if I'm a Town Hall 9 and I attack a Town Hall 7, I get 50% of what's available, rather than getting that full 955,000. And even though that would have been amazing, it just seems like it's against logic that at Town Hall 7, where my upgrades are super cheap, I'm able to get more loot. And then once I'm a higher level and I'm a Town Hall 9 and I'm really trying to get those upgrades done that cost 4 million gold, it just seems weird. And you would think that the more that the upgrades cost, you're going to find raids that give you more resources, but actually in Clash, it's different, where you upgrade your Town Hall and you're actually going to find less resources because you can't attack those bases sometimes, like that Town Hall 7 base, or even this base right here. If I attack this base on my Town Hall 9, I think it would be maybe 150,000, or sorry, 300,000 available, aka like 150,000 of each, which barely is even worth it when you factor in the cost of like searching for bases, which is going to be 50,000 gold off the top, plus all the money that I'm spending on elixir for my troops. Just seems really counter-logical, I guess, if that's even a word, that the more that the upgrades cost, the less loot you actually find around. And don't even get me started if I was a Town Hall 10 and I found a base like this. I'm pretty sure if I was a Town Hall 10, I get like 10% of what's available on this base. It's pretty much impossible to attack a Town Hall 7. So yeah, just doesn't make sense to me. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments section below. Just bringing that up because honestly on my Town Hall 9 account, it just sucks when I look for loot. And yeah, it just gets me a little bit demoralized. And then on this account, I find things that are like crazy, like that base right there that had 900,000, 955,000, when I don't even need that. Like I could do 5 upgrades with my builders with the cost I just got from that one raid. And yeah, anyways, looking at this base right here, I already took all of the gold. And like I've told you guys, most of these raids, I am going to be focusing the gold. And if I can get the elixir past that, then I'll be happy. But more or less, I'm focusing on the gold, and then elixir comes second in the priority order. So where we're sitting right now, there's 150,000 elixir left. I've already spent all of my gold. I'm going to drop one lightning spell, which does cost me, I think, 20,000 elixir, and I did gain about 35,000 from doing that. So I'm going to drop one more lightning spell, and I'm making about a 15,000 elixir profit off each of those. So overall, that was worth it, and in the end, I stole over 500,000 resources, which definitely pales in comparison to the last resource base that we just attacked. All right, for the next one here, this one is definitely a lot more conservative, only 330,000 available, but since it was a good looking base, and since I thought it would be funny to attack it, seeing as like it had a really weird setup where the defenses were in these weird, I guess, like corridors, and then the resources were in the center, I decided to attack. I'm just going to go ahead and steal from it, and honestly, I have so many resources right now, I can't do too many more raids before my storages are going to get filled up. Alright, so we're sitting pretty good right now. I dropped my giants and my barbarians up front while my archers shot over the top. Again, can't wait till my archers hit level 4. It's definitely a big upgrade. If you guys have noticed throughout this episode, my goblins survive a lot longer. They can survive a single mortar shot, I guess. I forget from which level, maybe a level 4 mortar or higher. And they don't get shot down instantly, which is a really big plus. And it definitely saves me a lot of elixir, as well as it gives them way more time to steal the resources from the rest of the base. So overall, things are good right now. Raiding isn't too bad. I do want to get my giants up like I talked about earlier, so they can act as a little bit better of a meat shield. And also I'll be able to use giant healer strategy, which is a lot of fun, and I can't wait to show you guys. Alright, so 1,000 gold and 1,000 elixir left. Probably doesn't make a sense to attack the rest of this base, but seeing as I was only somewhere around 1,000 trophies, I'm going to go ahead and drop the rest of my troops. And as those guys go in, I can release the goblins on the rest of the defenses since there are no more storages or collectors to attack, and they're going to do an insane amount of damage, travel really quickly, and I feel like we should have a pretty easy time with the rest of this raid. Alright, so we're sitting at 85%, sitting at over 1.6 million gold, over 1.4 million elixir. Only a couple more bases on the outside, and after those guys go down, or sorry, a couple more buildings on the outside, and after those suckers go down, we're going to be done with the raid, and that should be it for the raiding today. I don't think I need any more resources. I could try to cap out my gold to do a couple of extra walls, but I already have plenty to work with already. And yeah, 100% on this base. Let's go ahead and find out what we got in the end. And like I said, 330,000 resources, 32 trophies, and a very small loot bonus. Alright, so good raiding today. Again, we found amazing bases. I think that first base only took me like 30 seconds to find. The second base, again, was maybe my first or second base that I found. And then I attacked some freebie bases in between, which were super boring and I didn't want to show you guys. And then I wrapped it up with that final base there that gave me 300,000. Alright, so as I upgraded the spell factory, I wasn't thinking. I did not want to upgrade my spell factory. I told you guys in the beginning I wanted to upgrade my army camp, but I had a brain fart, and as soon as I realized that I only had 613,000 elixir left, I thought about canceling the upgrade, and then overall it was just a little bit of a fail. So I'm going to have to work on the army camp in the next episode, and I sort of just spend the rest of my stuff on some other things. Alright, so we have 2 builders left. I'm going to upgrade this barracks right here since it's super cheap. Just want to get that done while I can. And then with the last builder, I had a couple of options. I decided to go for my mortar like I talked about in the beginning of the episode, but before I did that, I wanted to upgrade as many walls as I could before we redesigned our base up at the next episode. So things are good. We only have a couple of walls left. I'm going to try to get those done before the next episode starts. I'm sure I'm going to have plenty of time to collect for my collectors, and if I do like maybe 1 or 2 raids, I'll be able to do that. And yeah, on the next episode, I should have my base redesigned. Things are going to be looking a lot better, and we're not going to have to deal with having a messed up base. And I might actually have to remove one of those Christmas trees on the left hand side because it is getting in the way. I don't know when they're going to stop spawning presents. I don't know if that's even a thing. If you guys have heard anything about that, drop a comment below. But I was expecting presents to be gone by now that it's past January 1st. But I guess they're spawning presents for now, and we'll see what happens with that in the future. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. This one was actually a little bit longer. It was 10 minutes. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.